spring in the Pyrenees. As the snow melts, the people of Lourdes begin to prepare for visitors who'll come from all parts of the world to visit the shrine where Our Lady appeared to Bernadette. At Hosanna House, HCPT's residential house just outside the town, there's plenty going on. Bedrooms have to be prepared, equipment checked, chapel bookings organised, reservations confirmed, and menus chosen. And the reason for all this activity is that in a few weeks' time, Hosanna House will be welcoming thousands of honoured guests, many of them with disabilities or other needs, all of them here to enjoy a holiday in the company of caring friends, in a tradition which goes back quite a few years. HCPT has been taking people with disabilities to Lourdes since 1956, when a young doctor, Michael Strode, took 4 children to Lourdes, and at the same time revolutionised the way young people with disabilities could experience a visit to this famous international shrine. Father Michael Byrne has been on every HCPT Easter pilgrimage. He's also been involved with Hosanna House since the very beginning.
Hosanna House, this beautiful place, came because the young people asked for it. The young adult disabled people, when they were too old to come on the children's pilgrimage, said, "We want to go back to Lourdes. We like to go at different times of the year. We want a place where we could stay."
Philip Mobbs and his parents Monica and Derek are regular visitors to Hosanna House.
He is a wonderful child, very frustrating. We love him dearly, as everybody else that comes in contact with Philip does.
Love you, don't we? He's just one of God's special children. I still call him a child, but he's 40 now, so he's an adult, but with a child's mind. He gets very excited when we go to Lourdes.
Hosanna House provides Philip with total freedom. He's very noisy, particularly at dining and meal times, but the group in the Hosanna House setting does totally accept it. Everybody's chatting away and Philip's just chatting away. He's either chatting away to Kathy or Paul. He might occasionally decide to throw a spoon or what have you, but that's just Philip. When you see Philip, you get the complete package.
Karina McGann is a nurse who travels with Philip's group.
I work with adults in pain control in a teaching hospital in Leicestershire, and I'd been going to Lourdes with HCPT, the Children's Easter Pilgrimage, for about 17 years. One of the group leaders said, "Oh, how do you fancy coming with the adults for a change?" And I went, and it's just an absolutely fantastic experience. You're there, I mean, I've been as a nurse and a volunteer, and you're there to help, you're there to keep your eye and look on the day-to-day medical needs of the pilgrims and the volunteers, make sure they're wearing sun cream, make sure people are eating and getting their sleep. But you're also getting as much out of it yourself. People are helping you. It's like being part of a large, energetic family. It's just fantastic. It's just so difficult to describe.
For the Fleming family, Hosanna House holds treasured memories.
Hosanna House was very special to us because Matthew and Mark made their first Holy Communion there. Father Peter done the Holy Communion, and it's a day and a dream to remember.
I have had the privilege of knowing Mark and Matthew since they were babies, when they were born. I baptised them and watched them grow Matthew, of course, had cerebral palsy, so the plan was that they should make their first Holy Communion together. And we thought it would be a wonderful opportunity for us to do this in Lourdes at Hosanna House when we took the parish group out. When Matthew died very suddenly, of course it was a time of great sadness for all of us.
He idolized Father Peter.
He loved Father Peter and Sister
He couldn't actually take the Holy Communion. He used to have the wine, this bowl, but he was very, very relaxed. He knew people, but he couldn't say, well, I know that's Father Peter or I know that's Sister Helen. But his way of communicating, because he had cerebral palsy, was by smiling and giving them a kiss.
Well, we got on very well. We used to go for walks around the house, and it was very funny because he was always laughing and shouting, and you could hear like the chiming of the cowbells in the field beside the house. I think it's marvellous and very, very pretty place to be.
Lucia Tullio has made good friends through visiting Hosanna House.
Hosanna House means a lot to me. The group I go with is like another family to me. I can't anyone but I love it. And then home is home from home.
Hosanna House has lots of facilities to make a visit here enjoyable and accessible. It has a purpose-built coach with a wheelchair lift and special minibuses. The house has 2 wings. Each has a lift and easy wheelchair access. Most of the bedrooms have 2 beds, although others have 4. Each bedroom has an ensuite bathroom, some with extra facilities, such as wheel-in showers or walk-around baths with handrails. There's a lounge and dining room in each wing. All the meals are provided, and there's a shop which helps support the work of the Trust. There's also a chapel with stunning views of the mountains. HCPT's experienced staff make sure a holiday at Hosanna House is really memorable.
First, I say welcome to Hosanna House. There is a beautiful place, and we do everything we can for all the pilgrims who come.
I like working at Hosanna House because I like meeting people and the family atmosphere.
It is easy, very easy for disabled people because they can shop so slowly. They can take all the time they need with their wheelchair. I try to make them feel happy.
We try to prepare simple meal, but we prepare like strawberries today. We prepare it with many love for the group.
Now the Trust is extending its work to the Villa, just down the road from Hosanna House. It'll provide holiday and respite accommodation for those people whose needs are not always met by the Trust's traditional groups. For example, families with more than one child with a disability, people who've been bereaved, and one-parent families. The Trust has already raised the money to buy the house and to do the first part of the renovation work. But we need your help.
None of us could be here if it weren't for the kindness, the support that we've had over the years from the good people who have contributed so generously. Many people who hadn't much to give, but they gave what they had. It's costing a lot to keep it going. And it does depend still upon our dear friends who support us and help us, and hope they will continue to do so.
A week in Lourdes with HCPT is unique. Each year, thousands of people give up their time and their holidays and their money to give those who really need it an unforgettable holiday. The only way that we can continue this work is with your help, so we're very grateful for any support you can give us.
Hosanna House is a place of peace and welcome, a place of faith also.
I find it very uplifting, and I do personally. It's a sort of, it's an annual recharging of the batteries.
You just learn that even if it's only for 1 or 2 weeks a year, you are a good person.
I'd say they're some of the kindest people I've ever met.